Hi, this is Congressman David Jolly, and I would like to wish a very good morning to Dr. Dunbar, Rear Admiral White, distinguished members and guests of the Consortium for Ocean Leadership, and to thank you for the opportunity to provide my thoughts regarding your commitment to science and solutions for a resilient ocean. Your role in affecting change within ocean policy will ensure future generations can continue to share in the benefits of resilient and sustainable oceans. As a representative from the state of Florida, I am constantly reminded how the vitality of the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean are critical to my home state's way of life. The vast majority of Florida's population lives near the shores of the Gulf and the ocean, so we are all dependent on the ocean, its resources, its effects on our weather, and the opportunities it represents for recreational and economic activities. Over the past several decades, the waters of Florida and their living resources have endured significant challenges, but we have also seen great resiliency. You see, although hurricane landings have altered our coastlines, the preserved natural portions of our coastal areas have shown a remarkable ability to rebound to their former conditions. Naturally occurring red tide outbreaks can have devastating impacts on our fisheries and local tourist economies, but we have seen that within a matter of a few years, fish stocks do rebound. Our fisheries have also been negatively impacted by overfishing. However, with much improved scientific efforts and strong leadership from your community and the National Marine Fisheries Service, many of our fisheries are showing a remarkable ability to recover and become economically viable again. In April 2010, the Gulf of Mexico was forever changed by an explosion on BP's Deepwater Horizon oil rig and a release of oil that went on for 87 days. On day one, as soon as news and information began to flow to the public, oceanographic research and operational centers around the Gulf of Mexico began to bring together people and resources to respond to the oil spill and start the process of recovery. An industry-wide collaboration and undertaking of data collection, processing, and analysis provided decision makers with the environmental intelligence they needed to make decisions on how best to mitigate the effects of the oil spill. One of the positive outcomes of the collaborative effort was the demonstration that when given adequate fiscal resources, the ocean science community can achieve remarkable results in gathering data and providing sound recommendations to policy and decision makers. These challenges share the threads of two common themes that can be communicated to legislators. You see, first, increased and improved research and understanding of the ocean environment will provide more options and better information for decision makers. The second theme is the knowledge that our oceans and their living resources have an inherent resiliency that can lead to restoration following natural or human-caused disasters. The task I would place before this organization is to focus on these two themes and communicate the success stories to my colleagues in the Congress. I encourage you to communicate with your elected officials in such a way that they can each connect ocean issues to something relevant to them as potential stakeholders, relevant to their communities. For example, a new and innovative tool for wild Gulf seafood tracking ensures that every fish that participating businesses bring to market is tagged prior to entering the distribution stream. So, fish caught in the Gulf of Mexico under sustainable fishing practices can be traced from where they were caught to their distributors, to dinner plates in cities and towns that are miles and miles away from the waters in which the fish were caught. Without the fiscal resources for identification and management, these fisheries could become overfished, and consumers would lose access to wild-caught, fresh Gulf seafood. I look to your organization to assist myself and my colleagues in making good policy decisions in Congress, and to help us grow our numbers of ocean champions in Congress as we debate and consider hard questions concerning fiscal investments in our oceans. Finally, you can help every American recognize that our country is a maritime nation, and it is imperative that every American engage with their elected officials about critical ocean policy issues. Thank you again for maintaining your leadership role in working towards a healthy, resilient, and sustainable ocean, and enjoy a remarkable event.